You told yourself 5 more minutes. That was 47 minutes ago. You've watched a guy fall off a skateboard, 3 cooking videos you'll never actually make, and somehow ended up deep in a rabbit hole about the mating habits of deep-sea fish. And you don't even like fish. Here's the thing. You're not addicted to your phone. You're not lazy, or weak-willed, or broken. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just that the apps on your phone have figured out exactly how to hijack that design. Today, we're going to break down the actual psychology behind why scrolling feels so impossible to stop, and, more importantly, what you can do about it. Let's get into it. Here's a stat that'll make you uncomfortable. The average person spends over 6 hours a day staring at screens. That's roughly 90 days a year. 90 days, gone, to screens. And it's not just time. Studies are showing connections between heavy social media use and increased anxiety, shorter attention spans, and lower levels of what researchers call deep satisfaction. Basically, that feeling of having actually done something meaningful with your day. And the worst part? We know this. We've all had that moment where we put down our phone after an hour of scrolling and thought, what did I even just do? I don't feel better. I feel kind of worse. So why do we keep going back? That's exactly what we need to understand. Our brain's reward system. Let's talk about dopamine. You've probably heard of it. People call it the feel-good chemical, but that's actually a bit misleading. Dopamine isn't really about feeling good. It's about the anticipation of a reward. It's the feeling right before you find out if you won. It's the excitement of unwrapping a gift, not the gift itself. And here's where it gets really interesting. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz discovered that dopamine spikes are actually strongest when rewards are unpredictable. Not when you always win, not when you always lose, when you sometimes win randomly. Sound familiar? Every time you swipe up on your feed, you don't know what you're going to get. Maybe it's something boring. Maybe it's something hilarious. Maybe it's a post that makes you feel things. You're essentially pulling a slot machine lever, and your brain loves it. This is called variable reward scheduling, and it's not an accident. It's the same mechanism that makes gambling so addictive. And the people building these apps? They knew exactly what they were doing. A designer named Azar Raskin invented Infinite Scroll back in 2006. He literally created the feature where your feed never ends, no bottom of the page, no natural stopping point. He later said, and this is a direct quote, that he feels guilty for creating it. He estimates it wastes about 200,000 hours of human time every single day. 200,000 hours per day. The reason it works is psychological. Our brains are wired to complete things. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. We feel tension when something is unfinished and relief when it's done. But an infinite scroll is never finished. There's always one more post, one more video, one more thing to see. So your brain never gets that, okay, I'm done signal. It just keeps going and going and going. There's one more layer to this. Humans are deeply, fundamentally social creatures. For most of human history, being rejected from your tribe was essentially a death sentence. So our brains evolved to be extremely sensitive to social approval and rejection. Every like, every comment, every share, these trigger the same neural pathways as social acceptance. And every time you post something and then compulsively check your phone to see how it's doing, that's your ancient social brain doing its thing. The apps know this too. They deliberately delay showing you notifications so they can batch them and deliver a bigger hit when you check. It's engineered to keep you coming back. Okay, so here's the reframe I want to offer you. You are not weak for getting sucked into your phone. You are a normal human brain up against billion-dollar algorithms built by some of the smartest engineers on the planet, whose literal job is to keep you there as long as possible. This is not a fair fight. But here's the thing, understanding the mechanism is the first step to taking back control. Because once you know you're playing a rigged slot machine, it loses a little of its power. You can catch yourself mid-scroll and think, there's the dopamine loop. I see you. Awareness doesn't fix everything, but it cracks the door open. The goal isn't to throw your phone in a river and move to a cabin in the woods. It's to be intentional about when you engage and when you don't. to design your environment so that you're making the choice, not your dopamine system. So here are 3 things you can actually do today, not complicated, but genuinely backed by psychology. First, remove apps from your home screen. Not delete them, just hide them. Research shows that just adding a few seconds of friction between you and an app reduces usage significantly. If you have to search for it, you'll open it less. Second, set a scroll window. Instead of checking your phone whenever the urge hits, give yourself a designated time, say 15 minutes after lunch. Outside that window, the app stays closed. You're not quitting, you're scheduling. Your brain handles that way better. Third, replace the habit. Don't just remove it. Your brain still wants that dopamine. If you just try to stop cold, you'll fail. Instead, pair the urge to scroll with something else, a short walk, a few pages of a book, even just making a cup of tea. Give your brain a different reward loop to run. These aren't miracle cures, but they work with your psychology instead of against it. And that's the difference between a habit that sticks and one that doesn't. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Not your time, not your money, your attention. Because everything else flows from where you put it. And right now, there are companies spending billions of dollars trying to own it. Understanding that is the first step to taking it back. If this was useful, the next video breaks down why procrastination has nothing to do with laziness and everything to do with how your brain handles emotional discomfort. It might change how you see yourself. I'll see you there.